Today my topic is relational knowledge in principle of artificial intelligence. What is knowledge representation? Humans are best at understanding, reasoning, and interpreting knowledge. Human knows things, which is knowledge, and as per their knowledge, they perform various actions in the real world. But how machines do all these things comes under knowledge representation and reasoning. What to represent? Object. All the fact about objects in our world domain. Examples: guitars contains strings, trumpets are instrument. Events. Events are the actions which occur in our world performance. It describes behavior which involves knowledge about how to do things. Meta knowledge. It is knowledge about what we know. Types of knowledge. This is the diagrams of involvements of knowledge and their types. Declarative knowledge. Declarative knowledge is to know about something. It includes concepts and facts as well as objects. It is also called descriptive knowledge and expressed in declarative sentences. It is simpler than procedural language. Procedural knowledge. It is also known as imperative knowledge. Procedural knowledge is a type of knowledge which is responsible for knowing how to do something. It can be directly applied to any task. Meta knowledge. Knowledge about the other types of knowledge is called meta knowledge. Heuristic knowledge. Heuristic knowledge is representing knowledge of same experts in a field or subject. Heuristic knowledge is rules of thumb based on previous experience, awareness of approaches and which are good to work but not guaranteed. Structural knowledge. Structural knowledge is basic knowledge to problem solving. It describes relationships between various concepts such as kind of, part of, and grouping of something. It describes the relationship that exists between the relation between knowledge and intelligence. Knowledge of real worlds plays a vital role in intelligence, and same for creating artificial intelligence. Knowledge plays an important role in demonstrating intelligent behavior in AI agents. An agent is only able to accurately act on some input when he has some knowledge or experience about that input. A knowledge cycle. AI knowledge cycles describes six types. They are perception, learning, knowledge, representation and reasoning, planning, execution. First one is simple relation knowledge. It is the simplest way of storing facts which uses the relational method, and each fact about a set of the object is set out systematically in columns. This approach of knowledge representation is famous in database system where the relationship between different entities is represented. This approach has little opportunity for inference. This is the example of relational knowledge. Inheritable knowledge. In the inheritable knowledge approach, all data must be stored into hierarchy of classes. All classes should be arranged in a generalized form or a hierarchical manner. In this approach, we apply inheritance property. Inferential knowledge approaches represent knowledge in the form of formal logics. This approach can be used to derive more facts. It guaranteed correctness. Examples. Let's suppose there are two statements. Marcus is a man, all men are mortal. Then it can be represented as procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge approach uses small programs and codes which describes how to do specific things and how to proceed. In this approach, one important rule is used, which if the rule in this knowledge we can use various coding languages such as Lisp language and Prolog language. We can easily represent heuristic and domain specific knowledge using this approach, but it is not necessary that we can represent all cases in this approach. Thank you.